Welcome everyone. I was playing a video talking about IoT, digital transformation, and Industry 4.0, which I found is quite interesting, and which we are going to talk about today. Hi, Sebastian.
Hi. Now I'm a mechanical student. I'm now in year 3. I'm from the University of Leeds.
We have another friend just joined us. Welcome.
Hi. Thank you very much. Hi guys.
You look very colorful today.
Yeah, I woke up in 30 minutes, 45 minutes ago, but I could manage to to bring up my energy to the higher level. So how's everything?
Good.
What's the point of discussion today?
We are going to talk about something related to Industry 4.0, probably related to all of us, our jobs after 5 or 10 years. So, and it is also a myth. Not many people really understand what is it. Let's start with what does that mean to you? I mean, when you read in the paper, I know you are in Germany, so in Industry 4.0 was actually, I believe it was the concept was raised by Germany.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. The concept is actually started with Germany with the aim that to have the fourth revolutionize industry technique in the production system, to start investing huge amount of money in different type of researches. So it's not only directed on the mechanical engineering, but all the other measures in the engineering part, including also computer engineering, including software, especially software engineering is the main important one. The electrical engineers. For your case, you work a lot in the mobile communication, 5G area as well. So AI, machine learning, every part of the new technologies. The aim is that to gather all those together in order to get totally new production system, which you can. The aim is to have more customized product. For example, if you see all days you have some workers working in the industry, just you order your car or whatever that you have, it's in 1920s or 1930s, you order your car, then they actually build your car based on your own order, but of course the amount of production was pretty much limited. If, for example, 10 guys, they wanted to order the car, the last one will get the car in 1 month or even a year, something like that. But then we went to the way that the current technology now is the case. It started from maybe 30 years ago or 40 years ago, that you have mass production of the same product.
Yes.
Basically, if you want to buy the mobile phone or the car, you don't have more than 2 or 3 options because of the mass production and the cost efficiency. The Industry 4.0, the aim is that, again, going back to the concept of the old days, but with the production of the high value of production, which means that if you want a specialized car or specialized mobile phone or specialized, some product that you want to have, you can order, you can customize based on your own thing, and in the same production line, you will get your different type of customized preferences. So the flexibility is much higher. Mm-hmm. For example, you want to have specific engines with some nice coloring with the radar system and so on. And the another customer, they want another color, but without any of those systems, and they will produce in the same factory. And the aim is that to have less amount of workers as well, more robots. That's the whole concept, so to say.
Okay, I pretend I understand everything you said. But Sebastian, what since you are also studying in this area, so what do you think Industry 4.0 is, and what is the future in your mind?
I don't think we have anything related to the Industry 0.0. We studied like some traditional subjects. For example, the thermal fluids, or the electronics, or the vibration and control. So I guess the 0.0, Industry 0.0, it combines the traditional mechanical engineering and it combines it and with the the latest technology. For example, it connects with other subjects like the computer science or the double E, I guess.
Yes, exactly. One of the important aspects nowadays in the engineering is that, I guess Konchi knows it as well, that maybe 10 years ago or 15 years ago, you could study your own measure without learning some general concept, specifically learning programming, and people work and without any problem. But nowadays, learning programming is not something that is included or just needs to be learned by the software engineers or software who are studying software engineers, but also everybody should know about it. Especially in the case of mechanical engineering, nowadays in Germany, the mechanical engineer who they don't know how to program, they will be in a bit trouble. And I see, for example, also mechanical engineers, they know things about electrical engineering and also software programming, and they don't have any problem to find job at all because everybody needs it.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, as you said, I mean, it's from job point of view to make your own job safe enough. I think it's important to combine everything you learned, hardware or software, any skills you need to make it happen. And Industry 4.0 is one direction, so to say. But one observation from my side is that the topic, this concept is very hot, but university-wise, industry-wise, what people are working on are mostly just concepts.
That's one of the things in Germany that's it can be seen that a lot of the Chinese companies, they come to Germany to visit all the factories and new concept and so on. But one of the things also in Germany, the concept is, I would say that even after, 6 years or 7 years of working on this concept, it still is something that manufacturers, they want to understand what they need to do. So all the phases that you can see, they're part of the research, not really practical development. That's always happened with the new concept. The 5G, it was the case. It is now even the case now. That everybody just wants something, but they don't know why. They try to see a lot of demos to convince that would be something beneficial. And usually in manufacturing or production systems, because the system, to renovate the system, it takes a lot of time and cost in order to build them. They usually move slower.
Come back to Industry 4.0, even though now it is still in research area stage, and as Orange guy said, it will need 5 or more than 5 years to make it come true. But what do you think is a game changer? What do you think, which is the bottleneck, or which key technology will make the Industry 4.0 come true? What do you think? Should it be hardware or software or anything else?
I guess both, because there are some key elements in the area. One is that the edge system or cloud servers. This is one of the things in Industry 4.0 is the main concept, so to say, and that would decrease the cost in a really big way. Because just imagine there's an ABB robot, the ARM robot. If you search for the industry, you could see it, and there's a huge basic cabinet beside the robot, which is just a controller to control the robot. And the price of that cabinet is around 15 to 20,000 euro per robot. And in your factory, for example, in one of the car factories, you could see 20 of those robots or 40 of those robots. And one of the things is that if you want to just ignore the cost of the cabinet, you said that, okay, car companies, they can buy it because they have money to do that. But you need to imagine that for every product that they need to update, they need to program all the robots. And there should be a programmer to go each robot and test it. And then they need to test the whole line to see that if all the robots are working. And that takes a long time. The other solution for the Industry 4.0 is that to put all the controlling software on the cloud server. So everything will be controlled by just one PC in the factory, and they're all connected via 5G, via wired connection or whatever connection that they want. That's why 5G is the case as well. And they can be controlled by one PC, and your programmer, they need to go to a factory. They can actually log into the server, change the program of 2 robots, and that's done. First, you don't need to buy anything like a controller. You need to just buy ARMs, which reduce your cost. Second is that you don't need a lot of programmers. You can do all the works with 2 or 3 programmers, and you have all your production line in your control. The another thing is that you will not have any more the production line. If you see the current production system, you have the line and everybody working on the product until the product is finished. Now the concept is that you will have the production cells, which means that you have different cells in your factory, and the product will go in the cells that you want the product to go. It means that if you want to have a specialized product, you don't need to go to the whole line. You need to go, for example, to the 2 cells. And those are the roles of the mobile robot, that they actually can move your product in the different cells based on the program, based on the planning that you give them. And basically, the whole production system will change the concept of the lines which is in the place at the first version of the industry. That will totally change. And with that said, you will have the mobile robots, which you didn't have before because of simply you didn't have any reliable wireless communication. Which with 5G it can do that, and you can actually do a lot of complex algorithm running inside your mobile robot. For example, like object detection, machine learning algorithm to learn that how everything works in your environment. And because you are mobile robot, you don't have a stationary robot, and those mobile robots need to work with the people, and they need to avoid some collision. Those are really new safety concept in the industry. They didn't have it before. And if, for example, you think of something like Amazon, the Amazon robots, they actually program in a way that they just go to the line or the logistic area. The people are not there. There's no other things. They just pick up the place. But for the montage system or assembly system, you will have the big robots which they put the particles. You have mobile robots, they bring the particles to the workers, and they need to be collaboration there, which needs to determine what kind of safety they need to put in place in order to keep everything safe. And then you can learn all the machine learning algorithm because your mobile robot is very small. It doesn't have the GPU power. You can run it on the server, and simply you can run a lot of new machine learning algorithm in the robotic application, which you simply couldn't do that before.
I see. So basically, from what you said, from what I understand, every technique will play a part in this Industry 4.0, from
exactly.
communication system, from software, cloud, and as well as robotics, And this mobile robot sounds really sexy to me. Like you can dance with it, and you can play game. It will help you to finish your job, and you just lie there and collect your money.
Yes, exactly. And there's different styles of mobile robot, of course, and there's some mobile robots which are coming now, because mobile robots are also really depends on the battery manufacturers, and how they can increase the technology of the battery to have more capacity. Then if you have more capacity, it's a platform with some wheels, and there's an arm on top of it. Then you can actually install the bigger arm, which can also lift the car or something like that. And if they're mobile, then you will have a totally new concept that you can also move every bigger stuff even without planning the whole production line. And the name actually calls lineless assembly system.
Lineless.
So there's no line there. You have a lot of big robots, and you can do everything that you want.
Yeah.